I think also one of the reasons why I kind of struggled with it is because it struck me, and I've had this with a few films where I'm like, oh, this was made for award season.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't necessarily like I think it's a very different experience as a viewer when you're watching a film that the filmmakers were in love with the project. They were really passionate about it. They wanted to bring this to the screen, as opposed to people who were like, let's make a lot of money. This is what's going to be.
Yeah, because Ridley Scott wasn't even the director that was attached to this project like all the way through. So
who's the original?
Martin Scorsese for a while was the director attached. Yeah, and because there's a lot of those sort of. I mean, it does play off those sort of old Italian gangster films quite a lot, actually. I know it's not Scorsese who did The Godfather, but you know those kind of movies. It does feel like along those lines a bit. But yeah, it clearly wasn't necessarily something that Ridley Scott was like, I've been wanting to tell the story of Gucci forever.
Yeah.
It felt like, you know, someone went, we've got this half decent script about Gucci if you want to jump on board, and that's how it got made. Like that's how it feels to me. It is long. It is definitely a long.
It's too long. It didn't need to be that long.
And there's a lot of characters. There's a lot of, and I get that it's like a story spanning like a fair chunk of time, and there are lots of different people involved in the story.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of characters, and there's a lot of stuff that doesn't necessarily feel like it needs to be in there. And by the sounds of things, they did a lot of cutting in the... Apparently there's like a lot left on the cutting room floor. So God knows how long this film could have been. Apparently there's a whole sex scene between Lady Gaga and Salma Hayek that we never saw.
What?
And yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Why do they do that? Why do they do that?
Well, why did they cut it, or why did they?
God damn it! No, why did they make that? That just sounds like.
Apparently, it wasn't even in the script either. So somehow,
well, it sounds like it wasn't in life or in the script. So that's why I'm like, why on earth would they have filmed that?
Who knows?
Cheap titillation, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, they didn't put it in the film in the end.
Yeah, we are untitillated.
Yeah. There is one sex scene. There's the Adam Driver.
No, two.
Lady Gaga sex.
Adam Driver, Lady Gaga, and then Adam Driver and the wanton hussy from the ski slopes.